you've never been to Louisville, it's a great surprise. It's a gem.
I love everything about it. I'm definitely a city girl.
There's something about this city that is ultimately comfortable, and I can't put my finger on it.
For me, it held the best of America.
The waterfront is beautiful. I think that's one of the most attractive things of Louisville.
Every great city, even in Europe, has a river.
And therefore, if you live in Louisville, there's always a sense of journey, and that always makes one feel better.
Louisville is actually progressive in its thinking.
Louisville has, I think, a really strong indie streak.
Very eclectic.
There's a great sign on Bardstown Road on my way home that says, "Keep Louisville weird." Well, that's one of the reasons I live here.
Louisville, definitely a place that nurtures individuality.
I think Louisville is a city for dreamers.
The opportunities for those with good ideas who are bright, hardworking, productive, skilled, educated, to find a chance to invest their time and energy is really what Louisville is about.
We have good jobs, but we have a great life is the most fantastic part about it.
And Louisville provides that healthy balance.
So we have this coexisting of old and of new, and they blend.
Well, I live in a neighborhood that really has an eclectic feel to it.
Having lived all around the world, I get very excited about knowing that there are neighborhoods like the Highlands or Crescent Hill. I call these neighborhoods my little Europe.
That Baxter Bardstown Road is lined with shops.
Full of art, it's full of restaurants, it's basically full of community.
And I do appreciate the fact that the cost of living is low and that you can live very comfortably at a reasonable rate.
We live in lively Shavely area of Louisville, Kentucky.
Hurstbourne is a pretty typically suburban area.
I live in a little community. It's close to the river. It's called Cardinal Harbor. The kids have a lot of space to run and be with their friends.
I love it. I've never lived in a place that was like this. It floors me that I can literally leave my front door and walk and I'm in a park.
Well, we're calling ourselves now the City of Parks because we truly believe that there is no other city in America that has made the investment and created the amount of greenery that the citizens can enjoy.
Well, to me, Louisville is very green. I use a bike-bus combination.
Where we live, you don't need to own a car.
When you move to Louisville, your commute will drop drastically.
Rush hour here is just that. It's rush hour.
We've sat out this year that we would systematically go and visit every single restaurant, and once we pulled up the list of all the restaurants, we realized that there's no way in the world we could do that in this year.
Being one of the top 20 new restaurants of America in Louisville, Kentucky is something we're very proud of.
It's a great place to eat, and I'm a good example of why that's true.
Saturday night is our date night.
Oh yeah, I get out too much probably. A lot of great places to visit.
Lots of little touring acts and local musicians and tiny little dive bars in the city.
I'm surprised they all stay in business. There's so many bars here, I really do.
Tom Waits at the Palace, Wilco outside at the Iroquois Amphitheater at night on a beautiful night. That was gorgeous.
And there's just people playing music, and it's all over all the time.
Louisville has the premier guitar shop that even the Rolling Stones and ZZ Top to this day still shop at.
People need a place to go relax as a family and just be a family.
You know, no other place in the country, no other place in the world has got a Muhammad Ali Center.
We've gotten international recognition at our zoo. Our last major exhibit opening, the Gorilla Forest, was voted the best exhibit in North America.
I'm a complete Anglophile nerd and I know way too much British history. Who else has the Frasier? I love it.
IMAX Theater, Slugger Field to see baseball games.
Skate park is awesome.
To me, that thing's amazing. I've never seen anything like that.
The sports fans in this city are phenomenal.
I love Churchill Downs. We go frequently.
Having Churchill Downs and Derby truly provides a unique opportunity.
Just like a Super Bowl, one of the biggest events in the country.
The guests that come in to visit Louisville are just in awe at our city.
There's so much to do in Louisville. My husband doesn't have as much time to spend with me at the flea market as I'm sure he would like. But we do that.
I think there's a sense in Louisville that the arts are a necessity as much as good roads and electricity, and for something to be so fundamentally ingrained in the makeup of a city is extremely attractive for someone like myself.
All of a sudden I said, wow, look, there's an Alexander Calder, there's a Dubuffet, and I was really amazed at the art that was on the steps of the Kentucky Center for the Arts.
I love the fact that there's Shakespeare for free in Central Park. I mean, I have season tickets to Actors Theater, the Broadway series. I have season tickets to that.
We're one of the few places where not only do we have it here, it's actually affordable.
For my recreation, I go and see Actors Theatre of Louisville, or the Kentucky Opera, or the Louisville Symphony Orchestra, the wonderful art galleries and the museums and the library, and those things enrich me all the time.
Trolley Hop is the first Friday of the month, so you go from one store to the other. There's painters outside, there's live music. If it's not an antique store, it's a gallery.
There are so many opportunities to exhibit work.
Creativity is so important, not just to the arts, but to everything that happens around us.
The Speed Museum is so great to be able to bring the children and teach them how to enjoy the arts when they're little, and teach them that is such a great value in a community to be able to have art.
I think Louisville is welcoming to unique persons and unique cultures. We want to learn more. We want to embrace more.
It has such an incredible diversity of populations, of age groups, of ethnicity and religious beliefs, that this was one place I felt as an artist that I could function within a wonderfully open and almost a global community.
This is a place that embraces creativity, it embraces diversity, and it's just a really good place to reach into your soul and let it express itself.
Work, church, play, many of those environments are ones where you'll find a diverse mix of people.
I have a different background too, so to see other people like me walking around in my neighborhood, I mean, that's just so comforting.
We care about what's going on in this community, and we don't want success just for ourselves, we want success for everyone within it. And that's an incredible thing that, frankly, I've never seen anyplace else.
I think we're very lucky in Louisville to have the multitude of educational opportunities that we have.
We've got a public school system with some 97,000 children that 3 years ago was selected by the Broad Foundation in LA as one of the 5 best in America.
Today, kids that are at the elementary school level, middle school level, or high school level, they're not sitting next to their classroom neighbor that's necessarily from another neighborhood. They're sitting sometimes next to their classroom neighbor that's from another country.
Everybody makes their own choice, and we were just really thrilled that we had the opportunity to make a choice.
Well, there are a lot of choices of higher education in Louisville.
You know, great universities make great cities. The University of Louisville has a major component through its medical school that's focused on research. We want to create the seeds that will ultimately blossom in the major companies of the future. And so we focus a lot on healthcare, we focus a lot on life science businesses, biotech businesses.
I think it's very, very good for Louisville to be one of the next Midwest Bio Center. And we have all the pieces out here.
Well, there's $1 billion of investment going on in downtown Louisville.
It's exciting to see how art and commerce can mix and enhance each other.
A lot of energy here in the community for those businesses that are wanting to expand, relocating, or making some significant investments here in this community.
There's a renaissance in Louisville today that we haven't seen in several generations.
There's large corporations, there's small corporations, there's entrepreneurial spirit here.
You would think somebody that looks like I look with the tattoos and such, that people wouldn't take you seriously, that the city wouldn't help you out, but I've never came across that.
We've got a team of players in the world of economic development here in Louisville that have learned to play together, and they partner in so many ways to help businesses grow and overcome the obstacles that might prevent them from succeeding.
The leadership in Louisville, it inspires innovation and it inspires quality, and that's what I feel Louisville's known about.
My coworkers that ask me, Twanda, what are you doing today? And I'm always saying, I'm trying to change the world, just trying to change the world. I do think I can do it here. I plan to do it here.
There are a lot of opportunities for people to be involved.
This is a city that will give you a chance to grow, and you'll grow with it.
There has never been a more exciting time in my lifetime in this community, and I have a love affair with this community.
Louisville rocks.
It really does.
Louisville is home. Louisville is where the heart is.
Louisville is world class.
It's not only a great place to visit, it's a great place to live.
Louisville fits.
Louisville wraps its arms around you.
Louisville is a great city.
Louisville is home to 91 countries.
Louisville is green.
Louisville's a great place to play.
Number 1.
Louisville is certainly a city of extraordinary possibilities.